For the 2020 model year, BMW has performed a little mid-cycle freshening to its flagship 7 Series lineup that includes some massaging to the design and tech updates. As for the drivetrains, the gas options either sport minor changes or are completely carryover. However, the plug-in Hybrid 7 receives a wholesale makeover to its running gear, making it more powerful with a greater all-electric driving range. That's warranted a name change from the 740e to the 745e, which is what we have here. Like its fully gas-propelled brethren, the 745e is immediately recognizable from its predecessor with a more in-your-face kidney grille that's 40% larger than before. I've gone on record saying that it reminds me of the Batmobile from the original Batman the Animated Series cartoon, but I have to say it looks fine in person and definitely gives the car more road presence. The grille is joined by skinnier headlights, a new bumper with bigger air dams, taller hood, and a large front quarter side vents. And then out back, there's slimmer three-dimensional light housings connected by a tiny light strip and redesigned bumper with wider exhaust outlets. Styling changes are less extensive inside, with swankier accent stitching and 6-color ambient lighting becoming standard on all 2027 series. Not that any big alterations were all that necessary. It's still a supremely plush cabin trimmed with top-notch materials and has acres of space in front and back. And with this test car's optional luxury rear seating package, you may want to be driven so you can take advantage of the power adjustable and massaging seats in back because they are crazy comfortable. Tech upgrades are a little more substantial. The latest xDrive 7 system with a 10.2-inch touchscreen is in charge of infotainment. Gesture controls, navigation, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and Bluetooth are standard, as is BMW's intelligent personal assistant system that you can ask to change the radio station, navigate to the closest pizza joint, or get vehicle information like fuel range. But for a closer look at that and all the other bells and whistles found inside of this 745e, we have a separate tech check video just for that. Now the biggest change is the drivetrain. The 2-liter turbocharged 4 is out and a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder is in, along with a more powerful electric motor. Total system output jumps from 332 horsepower to 389, with torque rated at a nice 442 pound-feet. That's routed to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission, helping to get this electrified 7 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.9 seconds, and that's not bad for a 4,800 pound car. The lithium-ion battery pack now stores 12 kilowatt hours of energy instead of the previous 9.2, which can be charged in about 4.5 hours on a level 2 charger. With that, the electric driving range is up from a puny 14 miles to a slightly better 16 according to the EPA. The bigger engine does, however, drop its MPGe rating from 64 to 56 though. Smooth is the theme of the drivetrain. In the default hybrid mode, the car can run on electric power at up to 68 miles per hour, while the electric setting ratchets that up to 87. It's obviously not as quick as it would be with the engine running, but acceleration is still more than adequate to bop around town. When you need to get going quicker, hitting the throttle kickdown fires the engine in a seamless manner for more oomph, and then when the extra grunt is no longer needed, it'll unnoticeably shut down too. Dialing up sport keeps the engine humming when you're going down the road at all times to have all 442 pound-feet of torque ready to rock to be downright fast. And I'm telling you, there's no reason to doubt that 4.9 second 60 mile per hour time. Handling, even with this car's 19-inch Pirelli P0s, sport mode for the air suspension, adaptive dampeners, and steering, still isn't all that dynamic. Turn-in isn't instant, there's dive under braking, and noticeable roll entering corners, and the brakes don't have a real strong initial bite. And that's okay because this is a luxury cruiser that's at its best, well, cruising in a comfortable manner. It glides over bumps and is simply a relaxing ride. The 2020 BMW 745e xDrive iPerformance, which really is this car's official name, begins at $95,550. And in typical German fashion, tacking on options can rocket that number up in a hurry. This very well kitted out car carries a $120,000 price tag. It's without question expensive, but the 2020's more distinctive appearance, bigger tech hand, and punchier drivetrain do help to make the cost of admission a little more palatable. So if you're in the market for a large luxury hybrid sedan, you'll have no choice but to visit a BMW dealer because your only options are this or the Lexus LS 500H.